After years of dreaming about it and months of preparation, I'm finally going to the annual PriorAttire Victorian Ball in Bath. So now I'm just at the station waiting for my train. Still got about 20 minutes left to wait until my train gets here. I'm going to first go to London and from London catch the next train into Bath. I've wanted to go to this ball for ages and ages, and this year it's finally happening. This year the theme is the 1860s, which is one of my favorite decades of the Victorian era. With the big hoop skirt crinolines, it's just a dream. And honestly, packing this dress was such a challenge. After I had finally finished my gown just in time for Bath, I had to get it all into my small suitcase. In the end I managed, hopefully without creasing the dress too much, but still the hat had to go into my backpack along with my personal belongings. So my suitcase literally only carries my dress, and then the backpack is my actual luggage. This is my first solo trip, by the way, and I will be traveling on my own up to London, and there I'll hopefully meet up with another lady who's going to the ball. So if everything goes to plan, we'll be traveling down to Bath together from London. Alright, so this is my room. Terraced houses. I'm on the third floor of the YMCA hostel, and this is my room. Since I have a spare bed, I'm just going to use that to lay out all my costume things. Unfortunately, they did crease a little bit, but that can't be helped, so we're just going to have to do with what we've got. Now I have a little bit of time to myself before I have to get ready to go on the historical promenade, which will be in day wear, so I'm really excited for that. Alright, so I'm just back after a little walk to explore Bath, and now I'll just have something to eat before getting ready for our historical promenade. So I've just been out to grab something to eat with some of the girls before getting ready for our historical costume promenade. I need to be ready in just a few minutes, so I'm in a little bit of a hurry. But I'm already wearing my base layers, a chemise and my shoes. Now over top of the corset goes a little short petticoat, which will go underneath the crinoline. All of the rest of my petticoats will go over top of the crinoline, but this one will just go under, like this. Next up we have the crinoline itself, and it's still wedged in my suitcase, so let's take it out. And voila! There's the crinoline in all of its glory. And you might notice that this is a cheap wedding crinoline, a round crinoline. A similar style might have been used in the 1850s, though with significantly more boning in the hoop skirt. But, you know, budget issues. Up next we have a hip pad, which I misplaced. Here it is. So for 1860s, actually, you would have had an elliptical crinoline cage, at least for the mid-1860s, which is the look I'm going for. So ideally, I would be wearing an elliptical cage at this point. But I will just have to do the best I can by layering some skirts over top in a way that the back looks slightly poofier than the front. I will make the front fall smoothly, and then the back bunches up slightly, and will hopefully give me just a little bit more volume. So I'm just going to make sure that the back is nice and poofy. Add another petticoat on top. Actually, the whole idea of the invention of the crinoline was that the lady didn't have to wear as many skirts to achieve the silhouette. But in my case, I guess we're back to square one. I will simply need as many skirts as possible to achieve that poof that I need in the back, especially. There we go. A couple of hops to settle the layers. Now finally for the final petticoat, I promise. And this is finally a proper petticoat that will fit over my crinoline like it's supposed to. Again, a couple of little jumps to help the skirt cover the layers. Luckily I do have a mirror in my room, and the corset cover or chemisette will actually protect my dress from the corset and kind of smooth out any of the harsh lines that my corset may be causing. So it's just an extra layer of protection. So as you can see, I'm now dressed all in white with a single layer of cotton over top of everything else. And tighten the drawstring at the bottom. There we go. And now that's the underwear. And now let's put on the dress. So for my top today, I'm just going to wear a simple white blouse, and it fastens at the front with just some tiny buttons. And then over top of the skirt, I will finally put on the skirt of my dress. So this part is not necessarily historically accurate, but I will have to have a way to carry my stuff around, and I forgot to sew myself a proper pocket into my skirt, or even like an 1860s reticule or something. So this modern purse will have to do, and I'm just going to carry it underneath my skirt like this. I mean, who cares? We are also missing a belt. So I actually made this little belt with green ribbon, so that goes over top to hide the very plain waistband of my skirt. And then last but not least, and here we are, all ready for our promenade. Alright guys, and it's now quite late in the evening and we're back from our walk. We literally stayed outside till it started to get dark, and then some of us went back to our hostel and we ended up sitting down in the common room area for another hour or so, chatting. Some of the girls were sewing, finishing up their dresses for tomorrow and for Sunday, and we just shared out some snacks and basically had a normal conversation and a normal time together as friends while still wearing our costumes from the walk. Since I'm really tired now, I'm just going to get ready for bed and then I will see you all tomorrow.
We're not done dancing.
Walking through bath in my underwear. Alright, so we're back from our dance rehearsal, dance workshop. It was so much fun. We have an instructor who taught us the basic steps for quadrilles, polkas, the Spanish waltz, which I've already seen videos of. And just for reference, I mean, I literally just wore t-shirt and crinoline and my petticoat over top, just because we need to get a sense of the space that we will need wearing our crinoline dresses. And now we have about an hour, a little less than an hour to relax and then get ready to go to the ball itself. Unfortunately, my feet are already killing me after the dance workshop, so the best thing I can do now is rest for a little bit. By the way, everyone was walking around in their underwear, so I definitely wasn't the only person to just show up in a petticoat, which is super scandalous. Actually, it looked kind of like an outfit, just with that purple t-shirt and then the white skirt, but underwear is still underwear. We noticed walking around Bath, almost always wearing our crinoline costumes, is that this weekend has really given me a taste of what it feels like to be a celebrity in a sense. People stare, some of them say hi or want a picture with you. I've been called a princess by a little girl, and once it actually happened that a guy lifted his baseball cap at us as we processed past in our dresses. Although, to be fair, wearing these dresses does not actually feel that unnatural. I spent this morning exploring Bath. I've been all over town, and just last minute some of the girls told me that there's this great shop at the Bath Guildhall that sells ribbons of all colors. So I actually managed to go there just before the workshop and grab some purple ribbon for my hair tonight. And also, and this is probably a miracle even, I found some vintage evening gloves at an antique store. I didn't bring evening gloves, and literally last minute today I found a pair white gloves at an antique store, so I will be able to go to the ball as etiquette requires. It's a lot of last minute things. I thought I had the outfit all figured out, and I thought I was crazy for just finishing it a couple of days before actually coming to Bath. But lots of the girls were sewing on the train, or even some of them brought their sewing things and are finishing their dresses as we speak, with about an hour to go to get dressed. So there are crazier things out there than me, which is very relieving to hear. It's time to get ready for the ball. So I'm already wearing my base layer, same as yesterday with the day dress. I'm wearing my chemise, stockings and shoes, and my corset. And now I should probably do my hair first before I get too wrapped up in different layers and things start to get difficult. Actually, I have to loosen the drawstring that holds my chemise up just to make the neck wider, and the chemise goes off the shoulders like this. So that's the really cool thing. If you make a chemise with a drawstring top, you can adjust it so the shoulders come up for daytime, and then for nighttime you can just drop them down like that. Alright, at long last the hair is done. I put in some paper flowers, and I basically just braided it like with a ribbon. So what I did was I part my hair down the center all the way, and then pinning my ribbon on top of my head like so. I then started to twist the hair down the sides of my face, trying to make it as poofy as possible. And then the back, once I got to the end of my face, I just stopped twisting and started braiding. One braid got wrapped around and pinned, the other one got looped slightly, like so. And this is the final look. I'm really proud of how it came out. So now let's do some basic makeup and start getting into the dress. Let's do a couple bounces to settle the layers. To make this very plain skirt a little bit more special for the ball, I'm going to be wearing this tulle overskirt with the flowers on it. It's just slightly looped up here, slightly longer in the back. I've just had one of the girls help me put on the bodice, and I'm all dressed up and ready to go. I actually found these cute earrings in the Guildhall Market. These are just gorgeous! I can't believe this. Anyway, this is the final look. Perfect!
Arches pass on. Here we go. Even faster if we can. Circles. Last time, sides, get ready to go into those lines of 4. And next couple, first 8-second mat swap. Second corners. 2 hands to one. Drawn per set. Half a roll per set.
And it is the final day here in Bath for me. So this morning we're going out for breakfast or brunch with the girls, in costume of course, but obviously in a day outfit. So for logistical reasons, because I've already had to pack, I'm going to be wearing a crinoline-less dress. So I'm just going to use this skirt, which some of you might recognize from an earlier 1840s project, and just pair it with my 1860s blouse and just go for a nice casual dress without the crinoline. And also I'm kind of glad to show off another color dress as well. It's just something a little bit more versatile. So undergarment layers, same as yesterday and the day before. For the hair, I'm keeping it quite simple. This is my hairstyle, which I just did. I'm really happy with how this came out.